Uh-uh. There's a specific kind of melancholy that comes with a rebound relationship. You are with someone who shares the same traits, the same looks, even the same scent as your greatest love. It feels familiar, it's comforting, but it's different. That's exactly how I felt watching Sentimental Value, the new film by Joachim Trier, which just premiered here in Portugal. If you're new to this channel, my name is Jonathan and I'm an Italian photographer based in Portugal, close to Lisbon. On YouTube, here I usually talk about photography and video making, but actually I studied cinema, I studied visual arts at university, and I got a degree in that, so yeah, I'm passionate about cinema and I'd like to talk a bit about that as well on this channel, starting from this video probably. As some of you may know, The Worst Person in the World is in my all-time top 10, because it hit me so hard that the hype for this new film was massive, at least for me. But after leaving the theater, I'm left with a bittersweet taste, you know. It's like hearing an echo, a sort of echo, that is still an echo. Because from a filmmaking perspective, it's all there, like the DNA of this film. The cinematography, the color palette, the high contrast, naturalism, all this kind of stuff, it's all there. The poses, it's there. But this is also the problem because like the visual style is so similar that you can't stop comparing the two films in the end. So for example, there's a scene where the two leads, Renate Reinsve and Stellan Skarsgård, are smoking outside the house. That is basically the core element of the film. And yeah, it's evocative, it's atmospheric, it's nostalgic, it has all these kind of elements. But the problem is that all of this constantly made me think of the previous film. And there are a few moments like them in Sentimental Value, but yeah, honestly, they all made me think of that film, of The Worst Person in the World. Here is my take. The film has a lot of moving parts, but there is no glue. So for example, for what concerns the cast, we have incredible actors who absolutely command the screen. But the problem here is that sometimes they end up eating a bit the scene, overshadowing in this case the narrative of the whole sequence. For what concerns the structure of the film, unlike its predecessor that felt like rock solid in my opinion, this one feels more fragmented. Like for example, the main character's sister feels like a very interesting character, but at the same time it feels a bit underwritten. Then the emotional core. Like even the father-daughter dynamic that usually hits close to home for me, not because I'm a father or a daughter, but for reasons, because I have a family, as yeah, most people do. I mean, this usually, as I said before, hits close to home. In this case, it felt a bit two-dimensional for my taste, honestly, because we never deep enough into the family's past to actually understand the weight that they are carrying. That seems massive from what we see, but at the same time it's not explained. Like, not, of course, not everything has to be explained to the fullest and to the slightest details. At the same time, since it's a family drama, we would like to know what is the drama about, basically. In the end, just to conclude, in my opinion, Sentimental Value puts a lot on the table, but loses some pieces along the way. And as I said before, I found myself multiple times thinking of The Worst Person in the World during the weak sequences, and missing it during the stronger sequences. And apart from this, it's a very good film. I honestly enjoyed it. But as I said before, the style and like a lot of elements are so similar to The Worst Person in the World that you can, at least in my case, I just couldn't stop comparing the two. And for this reason, probably didn't appreciate it as much as it could be appreciated. Like, I understand that for some people, this might even be better than The Worst Person in the World, or just like a great film in general. For me, I don't know, it kept me there for sure. I was curious, and I wanted to see how it was going to end. At the same time, I don't know, the comparison was too strong. Probably because the other one is one of my favorite films ever, probably. As I said before, in my top 10 for sure. This one, I think that is a 9 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10. That is still a great score. I mean, if my scores mean something in general, but still, yeah, that's my thought about this film. So thanks guys for watching this video, since it's a little experiment, because usually I don't talk about cinema here on this channel. But as I said at the beginning of this video, I would like to do it a bit more, and since it's something that yeah, they're really passionate about. And yeah, guys, just let me know if you watched the movie, what are your thoughts about it. If you watched the two movies, what are your thoughts about them? And in general, see you soon in the next video. Bye.